Brenda.
And I'm Christy. We're two friends from high school who are connecting and reconnecting over music and memories.
Welcome to Normal Bias Podcast.
We're glad you're here. I'm cooking dinner and baking dessert for Noble tonight. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to record for long. And then I'm going to get to the kitchen.
Yes, same. I got one of those. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Normal Bias Podcast. It's Brenda and Christy, and we're just jumping right in. But yes, I have one of those fun, like just put it in the oven meals from HEB.
Oh, what'd you get?
So I had, it's some like a piece of steak and some asparagus. So yummy.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's what I'm going to eat.
Remember Alf? That was Casey got an Alf box set when she was probably like Noble was a baby, like right, my dad had just died, I think. And I remember watching, and Brian is an asparagus in the play, and there's a whole song, asparagus, asparagus. So every time, like even this morning in the store, I'm walking through the produce and I'm like, asparagus. So, yes. So that's what you're having for dinner is asparagus.
Did you know this is not a fun fact, but I had read this and it's actually true that asparagus can make your pee smell bad.
Does yours not when you eat asparagus? I think not everybody's does. Mine does.
No, it does. It does, but I never, I guess, put that together before. I mean, I don't eat asparagus like every week or anything like that crazy, but we do like it and we'll eat it from time to time. But for whatever reason, this last time we ate it, I was like, oh, that's gross.
It's asparagus pee. Yes.
Asparagus pee. Mm-hmm. Who even knew? Because it doesn't smell.
Had asparagus and then peed the next day.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't. So you didn't just put those earrings on, you had them on.
I did. These were, I have worn them today. These were, Noble gave these to me for Valentine's Day. And sorry, James is texting.
That's okay.
So James is on a mountain in Arizona right this very minute. So
lucky.
Yeah. But yeah, so James gave me, actually I can show you. Had a very earring-tastic Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh, sparkly beaded heart earrings.
Yes, and
love.
It doesn't really, yeah. Now you can see it's hot pink and red. I just love them. My friend Ivory Bell Floral was selling these, and I sent him the link, and I was like, hey, I want these. And then so I thought that's what I was getting for Valentine's Day, and then Noble handed me these, and I was like. And I wore these because actually they have all the exact colors of your shirt that
I see that.
So yes, I wore these to a client meeting and all today.
I love it. So y'all, if you've been following along, so we have been doing this almost for 2 years, which is very exciting.
Yeah,
when I said that out loud the other day, but we haven't talked except for a few minutes before. She's like, "Are we recording?" And she sends me the link. And I just threw my hair up this afternoon, like 4:00, and you have your hair up. And I am wearing rainbow earrings. And you're wearing rainbow earrings too. And I have worn these all day on your smiley face.
Well, so and I thought, like, as soon as you said the words that you said that you're about to say again, I was like, oh, what perfect earrings for that.
Mm-hmm. So it's been just a heavy week, and the air today when I got up, it was so dark and it was so blah. I don't know if it was raining yet, but it was just so gray. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I am wearing a bright orange shirt and these rainbow earrings. I need some light. And so I love that it just cracks me up when I see you and we're like, here we are, dressed like.
So what's funny, I don't know if it's funny, haha, or funny, weird. I did something today that was, I'll tell you about it later, but I did something today that was kind of a necessary healing step in some friendships. Mm-hmm. And I knew I was doing that. And so I had put out my overall, just plain overalls, and then a cheetah print shirt, and then a black sweater. and I worn, black shoes and black earrings. And I was like, I need a little bit more. I need some Christy to help me get through this step. And I did it. And I'm so happy that I did it. And I'm like, I feel like some healing took place today. So, and I'm hoping that I was able to encourage somebody who needed to be encouraged. So anyway,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I hope so. I just love it. I just we need a picture of our rainbow ears. That is so cool. And all day I've got so many compliments and they're so light. They're really light. So sometimes I'd be like, oh, right. The rainbows. Yeah.
It's like tassels. Like you got tassels on your ears.
So fun.
Headache.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna talk fast tonight because we spent our podcast time catching up on the hard things.
We did.
And people are walking through. But Brenda, you brought up a term that has been sort of like circling in your head. What is it?
Yes, I have. Yes, it is toxic positivity. And I don't know when I heard it. It was several months back, toxic positivity. And it confused me in the beginning. And so, but it's been there. And I've never really talked about it with you or brought it up. Mm-hmm. But I just had it open. I wanted to read y'all the definition of what it is if you don't know. It says toxic positivity is an obsession with positive thinking. It is the belief that people should be put on a positive spin on all experiences, even those that are profoundly tragic. So kind of like being fake happy is another one I just read. This is a different one. It says toxic positivity can silence negative emotions, demean grief, and make people feel under pressure to pretend to be happy even when they are struggling. And I am struggling with this term, y'all, because it's been I know Chrissy's doing her.
I know I have so many things that I want to say and so many thoughts about it. I feel like this is probably something that we probably need to write about or do a live about. I would love to hear other people's take on it, but I feel that my natural, the way that I am, mistaken for toxic positivity. So I have to be really careful like this. When you brought this topic up, I was like, oh, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally because I am not a fake it till you make it person. I've had 3 bad days in a row. I'm not bragging about that, but generally if you run into me, you ask how I am, I don't ever say fine. I'll say awesome because I am I get to do, my life is good. But I think that can be off-putting to some people, and I get that. And I feel like if someone heard this, people could think that this term is me, but it's not, because I very much am. I am anti fake it till you make it. I am. I think I truly believe you have to feel your feelings. You have to feel your feelings. You have to process I'm counting like I've got points. I don't have points. It's just the two. But you have to feel your feelings. You have to process your emotions. Otherwise, they just stay in your body, and that's not good. So many things about this conversation are not good and hurtful one way or the other. But I feel like you're kind of on the same side of the fence that I am, because you are a positive person and you have a different issue. You've run into a different issue with your positivity.
Yes. So I have run into, and I believe joy and pain go together, and, sad. And I truly am an emotional person. I don't know, right. But the struggle that I have is because I am positive about 94% of the time, I feel like when I do have a bad day, when I'm in a bad mood or I get angry at someone, I feel like I'm not allowed that because, what's going on? You can't be in a bad mood because you're always positive. That's not who you are. That's not you. And I'm like, but it is me. I'm human. I do like to try and stay on the path of the positivity, but I get pretty upset and angry, or, things happen where I have a negative moment. We all do.
It's just, it's not, like I see, like I had not heard that term before, not that I'm aware of, but I think it's so damaging. I have a friend who, like, her parents divorced when she was already an adult, and like she'd never seen them fight. She'd never seen a problem. And that was such a life lesson for me. Like I was like, I want our kids to see us, disagree. I want them to see us apologize and move on. Or in the case of Christy Froome, sometimes just be a butthead. Like eventually apologize, but because I don't always automatically do the very rarely do I apologize without a little huffing and puffing or whatever. I'm not like, but that whole, I can't even, like, my Brenda just brought up this topic right before we hit record, so my brain is just spinning. Like I have so many thoughts and so many, like, I think about, like, I know kids who are not allowed to be anything less than perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's no bad days, there's no bad grades, there's no bad outfits, there's no bad hair, and I know that that's not really what this is, but the thing that jumps out at me is that, like, I know people who are not really allowed or encouraged to feel their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the whole problem I have with this.
Right. And so then it makes me, I mean, and I don't care, but this term and the way that makes me feel when someone's like, "Oh, what's wrong with you today? Like, you're not like this." Then do they think that I'm faking it 94% of the time when I'm positive? Because now I'm also negative. Well, no, I'm human.
I have a range of thoughts and emotions, and that's just
Mm-hmm.
it is.
Yes. And believe it or not, like, I don't talk about it a whole lot, but it's really dark inside my head. It's really dark when I am, I mean, I don't talk about that a whole lot, but there's clouds in my head a lot, and I really have to dig. Some days I really have to find some light and some color and get myself out of there, because I don't like to be there, but that's what I'm feeling. So that's where I'm at. But I can be that and be this too. And I'm not, this is not fake.
Mm-hmm.
And so this week, I feel like I've been on kind of teeter-tottering because it has been a really heavy week. We had some friends lose their son this week, and I feel like it is probably the closest to home, this one.
Mm-hmm.
For my kids and for some, for friends. And so I'm still smiling. I still love going to work, and I still love seeing my friends at work, and we've been laughing, even though when I come home, it's been really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So that term has really, since the day I heard it, and I can't remember where I heard it, it has bothered me. And then this week it popped in my head again, because I was like, what was that again? What are these people saying about it? Because I'm feeling some kind of way about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like this is one to keep digging at. Like I feel like this is one of the ones, and some of the other things that we put on the list recently. I feel like this is something to dig at. Like I would love to look at, like, like what's toxic positivity and what's true positivity. Like what's helpful positivity. Like maybe that's just starting a conversation, because I don't know.
I like that. I would like to open this topic, the feel your feelings too, because I know so many people who, and that's fine if that's how you deal with things. Like
no, it's not fine. It's not okay. It's not
okay. It's not okay. I mean, but I don't want to force someone to, like, if you don't like to talk about feelings, but It is better. It
Talking
is good.
talk about them, but you gotta feel them. Whew,
Yeah.
I have big feelings about that. Clearly, so twice at workout Wednesday, and then at a school dance, one of the other chaperones said the same. Two people in like 3 days said to me, "Well, you gotta fake it till you make it." And I was like, "No, you don't. You gotta feel your feelings, and you just gotta be where you're at. Like,
Yeah.
faking it." And one of them said it in context of like when she goes to her therapist, she fakes it till she makes it. And I was like,
What?
"No, ma'am, get your money back."
Uh-huh.
That is not how we do therapy.
Yeah. I can't. I honestly, like, I can't hold back. Like, I will cry. I just always have been that way, very emotional, very like.
And it's okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's okay. It is okay, y'all.
Mhm.
We do need to dive deep, because I know there's a lot of people out there. This was a couple weeks ago. There's some people out there who are really chasing that perfection, and they get so upset at themselves when they're make a mistake. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, it's okay. It is okay.
Mhm.
You do. That's just.
Mhm. See, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
And then okay, so then another like wormhole. If you're new here, that's a rabbit hole or a rabbit trail. But another piece of that is oh gosh, I just lost my train of thought. I don't know. But you said that about perfection, and I was like, oh, that makes me anyway. So I forgot what it made me think about. But that's the whole thing. Like this whole topic, like it leads off in all of these different.
Mm-hmm. There's just so many like emotions and feelings, like being wrong, or some people don't like to be wrong. So, I don't know, but I just the whole like just feeling sad this week and allowing myself to, and ever, because people have been really sweet at work, and like I know things are like kind of heavy this week, and hope you're okay. I'm like, I'm okay. It's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just allowing me to wear those feelings on my sleeve. Or if I get a phone call from somebody, I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, these some questions, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this out loud. There are stupid questions.
I agree.
There are completely stupid questions. And sometimes I really feel like I'll pause, and because I don't know if I want the person to say, oh wow, that was a stupid question. Or to, just to like, just pause a minute before I respond, so that I don't want to be like, seriously, that was.
Can't believe you did that to me.
I don't know. So y'all, I am positive and negative. So there, at the same time.
I feel like we should do like joy and pain.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't know. I think this title episode of the title. My brain. I'm like thinking about this. I'm thinking about the perfection. I'm like, ugh. That's what I was gonna say. Like the people who are trying to present such a like, it's not just trying to present a perfect facade, but also how many of us are not feeling our feelings, and like we're eating or watching TV or drinking or shopping or exercising or scrapbooking or reading or whatever it is. Like we're doing all of these things to put space between us and the feelings that we need to feel.
Mm-hmm.
What are they like? Buffering is one term. What's the other? People say it. There's another one more that people use more. I don't know.
Think of it.
I don't know. Like my brain is all over the place. But, back to the thought that I started. I think this episode title will be "Put on a happy face," but maybe it needs to be like, "Don't put on a happy face."
Yes, because honestly, like, I mean, toxic. I don't know. like it's toxic to not feel your feelings. For sure. That's the toxic part. But I don't believe
The word
I'm glad you feel about this term how I felt about it.
toxic, just the word toxic, like, and part of it is because I had a family member in a kind of a, heated moment tell me that I was toxic, and I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
But like, and I get it. I understand some people are toxic, some relationships are toxic, but also, I mean, like, toxic is kind of like a buzzword, right? Like synergy
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know that we always use toxic in the way that it's meant to be used. And so anytime, like, and you put two in my one of my favorite things with toxic, and I'm like, ugh,
I know.
like, don't ruin positivity for me, man.
Right. And the internet is full of, affirmations and positive quotes and sunshine and light and rainbows. And so I'm just like, really? Like, who wants to poo-poo on that? That's it's just so crazy to me.
But maybe there are some people who just so cannot identify with that, like the silver lining, or I can see how if you were not a person of faith, how you could be like, why does this happen? Even if you are a
Mm-hmm.
person of faith, I mean, God's a big guy. He can take you being mad at him. He can take you,
Mm-hmm.
but the whole like, well, why is it like this, or how, like, to not everybody has hope,
Mm-hmm.
which breaks
Yeah.
my heart. I don't know. I don't think I could put one step in front of the other without hope.
Right.
But yeah, like, I think there are people who so don't identify with positivity at all, and so I can see how, because if I just couldn't feel it at all, I can see how I'd be like, oh, like basically, like, you must be lying that you feel
Mm-hmm.
right, because I don't feel that way. And people know what they know, they see what they see, and so I can see I can see how people could turn it, could to turn it into a negative thing. But
Mm-hmm.
oh, so many, like, I'm not one to use the word trigger or to use it lightly, but like, so many things in this conversation, I'm like, like, I'm all like, I'm gonna have to like go and because I'm all like, I know. So I don't
This is
have a lot of vegetables to chop up tonight. It's just chicken and pasta.
I
So
know. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But yeah, here we go. I opened a can of worms.
you opened a can of big feelings, is what you opened.
Yes, I did. Some big feelings.
Nice.
Hmm.
Well, I guess I will spend the rest of the well, I get to peel apples. That'll help me feel some of them.
Oh, there you go.
Feel
Yes.
some of my feelings.
So just y'all can keep this short, like we said, but wherever you are, like just today, how say it out loud how you feel. I feel this. I feel that. I feel happy. I feel sad. And then see how that makes you feel because then you've identified it. And whatever it is, it's okay. It's okay. And you're not going to be stuck there. I mean, maybe for a few days, hopefully not longer if it's, but that's okay too.
Here's a little science. Here's a little nerd for you.
I need it.
If we actually, like, if we invite our feelings, like if we name our feelings and invite them to sit with us or whatever, like, how I know that's hokey, but it works. But if you feel your feelings and truly process your feelings and acknowledge them as feelings or whatever, feelings are fleeting. They only stick around when we're not processing them. This is not me, this is Dr. Edie Wadsworth, but yeah, and I like and this is what we're actually studying this month in February, is emotions and processing emotions. And um I very much believe that, like, we can carry hurts and whatever, we can carry stuff around, uh,
Mm-hmm.
or we can let it do its job. Let it, like, like, feelings tell us stuff, right? They tell us what we need. um, we can let them do their jobs and then thank them and let them move on, or just don't thank them if you're not into that and let them move on. But the feelings don't last forever,
They really don't.
and that's hard. That's the hard thing with kids. Our kids don't have any concept of forever. Our kids don't have any concept of that there's anything other than what they're feeling right now. And so that's my PSA. I think now more than ever, maybe if you know someone, if someone articulates that they're feeling hopeless or whatever, then give them some help if you can. We can't always see it or hear it, but get people help.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. We don't want any more mommies and daddies to bury their kids.
No.
So
That's
that's where our conversation started tonight on. That's kind of where this came from, is like, how do you comfort someone in an authentic way without it, feeling like you're trying to be like, oh, it's okay. It's so not okay.
No.
But yeah.
I've just been wanting to shed some, and she's, she's a woman of faith. I know. I don't know. I've just have been like, I want to say something that, I don't know. And sure, maybe I don't.
What's that?
No, I was just gonna say, maybe I'm not supposed to say anything, but I've just been struggling with, because I don't want to take away, because I know this is the absolute hardest thing ever. But at the same time, I don't know.
Well, I think you just talk to her, and I think that you just talk to her like you've always talked to her. And one thing I've heard from someone who lost a small child and then someone who lost a teenager to suicide is, I want to talk about her. I want to talk about him. Because when, especially in different situations, we tend to just like not even acknowledge the elephant in the room that you've lost, and you've lost in such a horrific way. And yeah, so I think it might just be comforting to her. Just say his name. Saying his name. And same thing, you guys, same thing, like your friends that have lost babies and stuff, just say their name. Acknowledge their birthdays. Acknowledge, that the hard days.
Yeah.
I am by far not an expert on grief or dealing with grief or what people need, but I know there's someone listening, one of the four of you that's helpful. So, yeah. Okay. So can I end? That takes me to a funny that happened at lunch today with a client.
Yes.
So we're having lunch today with a client, and this is a client who I love. He was the first one to hire me to do what I do now. And he's a good friend, good man, just a great guy. I love him, love his family, like his wife is a saint. She's the best. So we're sitting at lunch and we're talking about these things. And I was like, I still want you to do a podcast. And he was like, I'm not going to do a podcast. I was talking to someone and she only had 12 people listen to her podcast. He's like, I can't do that. That would be too hard on my ego. And I was like, oh. I was like, well, 4 people listen to mine. So, but I was, so anyway, I was like, so thank y'all for listening. It's not about the numbers. It's about the one. And if one of y'all, you know what, honestly, like tonight, I don't even know if any of y'all needed to hear this, but Brenda and I needed to sit here and squirrel and just say some of the things, the hard things. So.
So yeah, so thanks for allowing us to do that. Thank you, Kirsty, for receiving it and hearing it.
Some things are just hard, and we'll just walk through them together.
Some things are just hard.
That's all we can do. And she's, like I think about his mom, like she's not going to feel better.
No.
Someday.
No.
I think she may have easier days, but from now on, she will always hold this. I think then, so just love her. Yes.
Oh my gosh. I just love her more today than yesterday. Like, well.
Oh, all right. Well, you got your steak, and also, if I do get this episode posted for this week, who knows? It may be next week. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, right?
We'll see.
But I just want you to think that tomorrow Brenda's pee is going to smell funky. So if you're at Summerwood Elementary tomorrow and you use the grown-up potty, it'll
smell like asparagus pee. You're welcome.
Asparagus. So I really want to know. I feel like I read somewhere that not everybody has whatever it is that makes your pee smell funny. Hey, Noble.
Yeah, we need to look into like that's a
Need
thing.
science. Does asparagus make everybody's pee smell bad, or just some people, or you're not sure? It's a genetic thing.
Oh,
Lordy.
okay.
Oh my gosh. That would be,
Interesting.
yes, that would be. I mean, I don't think people really want to talk to me about if their pee smells or not, but in our family, we have a genetic split because some of us can you roll your tongue?
I don't know. I always feel like I can, but I don't know if I've ever watched myself. Let me see. Kind of.
I don't know. You have to talk to someone at school and so you can get I'm not sure you can.
I don't think I can.
So my kids and I can, but James can't.
That's funny.
So yeah.
So there you go. Huh. Yeah, I think I can, but I can't.
Ask a science. Go talk to a 5th grade science teacher tomorrow and say, "Am I rolling my tongue?" So this is James rolling his tongue. At least yours had some curvature.
At least it had some curvature, right? Oh my goodness, that James Sperone.
James,
Hilarious.
the mountain man. So I will tell you what he was texting me. He's on top of a mountain right now, and he sent me. So this is. Oh gosh, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh wow. Wow.
Isn't that fun? And he said
That is so fun. Did you say you said Arizona?
uh-huh. So I said, he said, I wish I had known about this when we were here a few years ago. I would have taken y'all. And I said, well, I'll go anywhere you take me. And so then he texted me this, and he said, that's him on a ledge, as he tends to do.
Wow.
He said, anywhere? Well, maybe not up there.
Not up there. Are you afraid of heights? You wouldn't go up there?
Kind of. Yeah, like sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. It's hard to I'm not a hard yes or a hard no. It's like I don't enjoy like when I was younger, you go to the top when it was Transco Tower and you look out. Like I can do that, but like the Sears Tower in Chicago, like the whole Ferris Bueller thing. No.
Yeah. You can see you can see the curvature of the earth from there. I've been up there. No, it is really high.
Yeah, and like the Grand Canyon, like I can go to the Grand Canyon, but do I want to do the glass thing? No, none of those.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
I just texted my sweet boy back and said, almost anywhere. I'll be the one taking the photo.
I'll be down there taking the picture, but
probably like this. I don't know how I'm gonna take the picture. Maybe it'll be like voice control by then.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway. All right, friend.
Let's keep breathing. Keep like. So I'm sorry for what you guys are walking through right now.
Well, thanks. Appreciate that. And yeah, just have a good weekend. I'll talk to you soon.
I love you big.
Yeah, I love you too. All right. I love your rainbow earrings.
I love your rainbow earrings. I'm like,
All
right. You ready?
Okay.
He's going to stop recording.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, are you still watching? Are you still listening?
We're so glad that you're still with us. If you want to connect online, we're at www.normalbiaspodcast.com, or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. And our very favorite, if we made you a mixtape, we'd put all those songs on our Spotify playlist for you.
All the things.